Yo, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Back with the Blessed Life podcast. I know it has been some time. I haven't been holding myself accountable and staying consistent with what I need to be doing. And actually, I think it's led to me wanting to start the Bible from the beginning. I know that we were going to do the 31 days of Proverbs, but I think that God's just literally telling me to start from the beginning so I could understand it all even more so. So for when I get to Proverbs, I'm not saying that I don't understand it now, but like I might be able just to, comprehend just a little bit more and fully acknowledge the word, right? And also just something that's just telling me over and over and over again is just to start from the beginning. And that's that really. So that's how I'm feeling. And that's how I've been feeling for the past couple of days. Some news in my life. My oldest daughter just turned 4, and we just had our 10-year wedding anniversary the day before that. So we've been super busy, but there's no excuse for not being accountable. I still want to do my uploads, at least 2 to 3 times a week, and stay as consistent as possible. That's the main focus. That's the main goal. But without further ado, like I said, I would like to start from the beginning. Just literally from page 1, and we can take a look at that right quick. We don't have to look through the preface or anything like that, but I do have the NIV Bible, and the first page right here does say Old Testament. This is where I do want to read this. So the beginning of, it's literally called the beginning of Genesis 1, and I think that's where I would really like to start and move forward with. So we'll take this bookmark out. We got a new bookmark. The wife got this for me, actually. You guys can see that. It's backwards, but it says, "Together through thick and thin, thick and tin, happy 10 years. And what's this say right here? I actually didn't see this. I think it just says happy anniversary, but it's got the crown up there, which I really like. So without further ado, let's bow our heads and let's get a prayer in before we get our readings in. Let's set that over here. Got our highlighter. All right. Let's bow our heads, clear minds, open hearts. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to wake up to this beautiful day, beautiful weather. Thank you for allowing me to get back on track, Lord. I appreciate that very much, and I need to hold myself more accountable and stay consistent. Please guide me, and please show me that path to righteousness, and literally just push me in the direction that I need to go to and others need to go to. Please guide me, Lord, with your words so I can speak clearly to our Blessed Life podcast members today. Thank you. All right, guys. So Genesis 1, the beginning. Genesis 1, the beginning. Bet that. I like that. All right. Oops. Genesis 1, the beginning. Highlighters ready. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. I guess I should say we're going to read chapter 1 of Genesis, right? We'll do the beginning, and then tomorrow will be Adam and Eve, okay? So verse 3. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that light was good, and he separated the light from darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water." So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it. Firmament? Firmament? Repeat that. And God said, let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water. So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it. So, I mean, realistically, is that firmament? If you could put down in the comments down below to help me to further understand that. Are we protected by water above? We cannot leave. Okay. God called the vault sky. And there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let the dry ground appear. And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and the gathered waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Let the water under the sky be gathered into one place, and let dry ground appear. And it was so. He called the dry ground land, and gathered the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. I love the ocean, so me and God have that in common. And then God said, let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it, according to various kinds. And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed according to their kinds of trees bearing fruit, with seed in according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years, and let there be lights in the vault of the sky to give them light on earth. And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day and the lesser light to govern the night. I like that. He also made the stars. God set them in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth, to govern the day and night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, let the water teem with living creatures, let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky. So God created the great creatures of the sea and every living thing with which the water teems and the moves about in according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, be fruitful and increase the number and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals, each according to its kind. And it was so. God made the wild animals according to their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that move along with the ground according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. And then God said, let us make mankind in our image and our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, over the... Man, I'm getting like hyped up, dude. Dang. And then God said, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all of the wild animals, and over all creatures that move along the ground. Yeah, I'm highlighting that. That one got me right there. That one got me flowing. Then God said, this is 26 through, I think this is 26. Yeah, chapter 1, verse 26. All right. Love that. 27. So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground." And then God said, "I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours to..." Excuse me. Let me redo that. 29, verse 29. And then God said, "I will give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food. And all of the beasts of the earth, and the birds in the sky, and all of the creatures that move along on the ground, everything that has the breath of life in it, I give every green plant for food." And it was so. Nice. God saw all that he made, and that it was very good. And then there was evening, and then there was morning, the sixth day. So let's see here. So that concludes Genesis chapter 1 right there, I believe, because it says God saw that all he has made, and it was very good, and then there was evening, and then there was morning, and then the sixth day, and then it goes to 2. Then I believe that's for Adam and Eve, and if I'm mistaken, please let me know, because we're going to do that tomorrow. Wow, Genesis 1, the beginning. That was awesome. I liked that. I loved it. That was beautiful. 26 really got me going though. God said, "Let us make mankind in our image and our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over livestock and all wild animals, and over all creatures that move along the ground." Actually 27 too is, so God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. He blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it." Honestly, I'm highlighting all that right there. Perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our reads for today. Thank you guys for coming along, hanging out with me today. This is Tyler with the More Life Podcast. As always, thank you. Stay blessed. Always find that more life. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.